Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on a beginner's guide to perks. I've have over 50-60 hours in the game now, and I just want to share with you what I think are the best perks to start out with, and just in case you're wondering, so let's get into it. Okay, so a big one for sure is definitely fitness. And I do recommend this one. It's under physical, as I'm showing here. I'm going to get into a couple of perks under physical. But fitness is a great one. And it is a little bit hard to level up the more you do it, because how it works is you need to get a challenge done that you will have to drain all your oxygen. And of course, as you level that up, that's going to be harder to do unless you just, run around in circles emptying your oxygen. But regardless, it is an amazing perk that I definitely recommend working on right from the beginning, because you are going to be doing a lot of running around planets. That's pretty much like 50% of this game, at least, I would say. For me especially, but I haven't done a lot of the story quest, or whatever you want to call it. So even after you're done that, you're probably going to be doing a lot of exploring, and you'll definitely need this. And combined with that, I do recommend the weightlifting perk. Not a super necessity if you're not, if you're just doing story missions, then I wouldn't really, put too much effort into this one. But if you're like me and you're going around the planets and exploring and collecting a lot of stuff and picking up stuff to sell, then this will definitely help you. Your companion will only hold so much, and to be honest, it is just a lot more convenient hanging on to your own stuff, because then you get back to your ship, you have to find your companion. Sometimes that can be a pain in the butt, and then you got to put it in your ship and all that. Just that little bit of extra definitely helps. Now this one right here, commerce, highly recommended. This is probably one of the best perks that you can get early on in the game, because having currency or credits in the game is definitely useful for buying stuff to build, research, weapon attachments. Currency is used for ammo, pretty much for everything, right? So I highly recommend getting this one leveled up as soon as possible. The challenges for it are really easy. You pretty much just have to buy stuff. And since I've leveled this up, I've had a lot more extra credits, which is quite nice. Now, I do recommend as well leveling up some perks under Ballistics. Now, this is going to be depending on what kind of character you are. If you're just going to use ballistic weapons, or you're going to use energy weapons, or you're going to use shotguns, whatever you find that you're really using, I would just stick to that at the start. Kind of like making a build, unless you just want to be a jack of all trades and start leveling them up now, leveling up all of them, but that's just going to take up more perk points. So I do recommend just maybe finding some guns that you like and picking some perks towards that weapon type, so you can do some more damage to enemies. But then again, you can also put the game on very easy if you really want, and then you'll pretty much just kill everything. And I do recommend the rifle men perk there, because rifles are just so easy to find. They're very common, and they're very useful, and very easy to find ammo for. And combined with that, I do recommend the rapid reloading when you can, and rifle certification if that's the weapons you're going to go for, but definitely the one for reloading, as that will, be nice when you're in combat. But not a necessity. Just picking a perk towards the gun class that you're going to work on, definitely a necessity. So Aerodynamics. Now I highly recommend this one, because if you do if you're doing the story quest again, this will probably just work out for you. But if you're going around early and not doing the story quest right away, and you want to jump between planets, highly recommend leveling this perk up once. It'll make a huge difference from jumping around the stars, which I'm going to show here. I only have it leveled up once, I think, and I do have a lot of fuel on my ship, is another combination you have to do with this. But definitely just leveling that up will help you travel so far in the solar system here, or whatever you want to call it, star system. You can see how far away I can travel right from the beginning galaxy to a level 60 galaxy, just one jump. And it's just so convenient rather than going from star system to star system. But then again, you know, maybe you want to do that too. So just my opinion, you know, after playing for as long as I have, I found that one very useful. Now, like the weapons, I do recommend that you put, well, let's get into the medicine here first, actually. I didn't realize this was going to come before that. Highly recommend leveling up your medicine. It'll just make your med packs heal you more, and it'll heal you faster. Trauma packs and emergency kits included. This is a must. I'm telling you, you will want this. Even if you're playing on very easy, those med packs will start to just diminish so fast if you don't have this leveled up a little bit, where it's helping fill the bar more than just a little bit. That 10%, 20%, and then 30% really adds up, trust me. Now to get into this stuff. Now, depending what you're doing as well, I do recommend you put some perk points into some research type stuff. Now, just research methods in general is probably a great one, because I can't tell you how often it'll just complete another, like you have certain things to gather for objects to complete a project, and this will just randomly add materials to that and help you get it done faster. I should have took some footage more of explaining how this works, but trust me, you want this perk card. It'll help you get your research projects done a lot faster with a lot less materials. And again, yes, weapon engineering, your suit engineering basically, and I think the piloting one as well I'm going to talk about here. It's depending what you're doing. To be honest, you can probably find weapons with great attachments on it, but it's nice to start working towards this one so you'll be able to craft more mods for your weapons. Highly recommend this. It's not too easy to get going at the beginning, which it's, you know, depends. If you can find some weapons, I say just stick with that at the beginning. And the same thing with your suit. You know, you're going to want to upgrade your suit, and spacesuit design will help you do that. But then again, you can probably find nice suits to start until you really want to start. I honestly think later on in the game is when you really want to start fiddling with your suit and your weapon attachments. But for Outpost, maybe you want some new stuff to build, so I would recommend that as well. I just wanted to bring these into the conversation. Might not necessarily be for you. One of the best perks early on I cannot recommend enough is security. If you want to find really good stuff, and, you know, yeah, pretty much just find really good stuff and not be disappointed when you see locks that you can't unlock, because you will be seeing a lot of them. I can't recommend this one enough. I've found so much good stuff. I've seen YouTubers talking about they're not finding a lot of good stuff behind lock picking. I honestly have no idea what they're talking about. I've probably picked a good 50 to 100 locks, and I have found tons of good stuff, tons of good weapons, tons of good armor, tons of credits. Like, yes, you're gonna want this, trust me. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, everybody. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Let me know if I forgot any perks that maybe you would like to point out. I'm sure I maybe missed something. But yeah, that's what I recommend if you're a beginner going into this game. These perks should truly help you a lot. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day.